morning and welcome to this broadcast once again. My name is Boniface Ng'ang'a, and I'm delighted to be able to join you, to be able to inspire you to become the best that you can become. And we have been taking a journey the whole of our previous programs, just trying to discuss what are some of the things that can help us to jumpstart our lives. And just to bring these curtains to a close, I have a few thoughts that I want to share with you that are going to add value. And my sharing today is going to be centered on how to become a high value person in every season. There are people who are high value people. They are not dictated by the times that they are living in, whether the times are good or whether the times are bad. They are always bringing out the best out of their hearts and out of their lives. These are people who are a refreshment to others. These are people that inspire others. These are people that you look at and you admire them because of how great they are and how positive and how powerful and how purposeful they are. And these are people that live life at what I call the next level. And so we are going to be sharing about what are some of those things that you can do so that your life can be life lived at the next level. And I'm going to be sharing just a few thoughts with you that I hope if you take and run with them, they are going to make a huge difference in your life. So what are the qualities of these people that rise up and become influencers in their generation, become leaders in their generation, become people who just do not live, but people who cause others to live because of how powerful an impact they have? Number one, people who live life at this next level are people who have what I call high standards. They place high standards on themselves. One of the things that I love to do is to watch Olympics, and there's a game that they do there. I don't remember the exact name, but it is a pole that is put on a certain place and you come and jump above it. And what they do, that every time you jump above it, they raise the bar a little bit higher. And the person who wins at the end of the day is the person who is able to jump over that bar when it is at the highest level possible. In life, you hold the bar. You determine where you put the bar, because where you put the bar on yourself determines how high you're going to jump. There are people who put a low bar on themselves. Their goal is to just live through life, paying rent and going to an ordinary job. There are people who raise the bar and they say, you know what, I am not just going to go through life and be employed. I am going to start my own business. I am going to start my own enterprise. There are people who even go beyond that and say, you know what, I am not just going to start one business. I am going to start 3 or 4 or 5 businesses. What is the difference between these people? It is where you place the bar. The problem with many of us is that we place the bar too low because we want to place the bar at a place where we know we can jump it easily. There is no glory in getting a cheap victory. The glory of life is in raising the bar and achieving higher and higher levels of your potential. You will never know what you're capable of until you learn to keep raising the bar on yourself. Don't just do the things that you know that you can do. Keep raising the bar. Keep doing those things that challenge you to do more, that challenge you to risk more, that challenge you to make a greater demand on your potential and on that gifting that is on the inside of you. You must learn to raise the standard over your life. Keep raising the bar. Don't live life lowering the bar. Just because you tried something and you failed does not mean that you should lower the bar. It means you should practice harder. It means that you should learn more. It means that you should seek for more knowledge and more insight so that you can be able to keep rising higher and higher. But don't lower the bar. One of the things that I find very common in life is people are always lowering the bar on their potential. They are always lowering the bar on what they are capable of doing. I was talking to a friend of mine who just in this time of Corona, he decided just because there is an economic crisis, I am not going to lower my bar. I am going to raise the bar. And he told me, I want to be making 20,000 shillings every week. By that time, he was making about 50,000 every month. But here he is raising the bar during a crisis and saying, you know what, I am going to earn 20,000 every week. And guess what? As he thought about it and thought about it more, he began to get ideas of things he could do to increase in his income. And guess what happened at the end of the day? He was able to raise up his income to that level of 20,000. 100,000 shillings. How did it happen? Things did not become easier. The economy did not become friendlier. Business did not become easier. He just decided to raise the bar on himself. What are you doing today to raise your standards? What are you doing today to raise your level of demand on yourself, of demand on your potential? You are the one who gets to set the bar, not your employer, not your mother, not your father, not your friend, not your uncle. The bar is in your hands. Raise it up so that you can be able to rise higher. People who live life at the next level are always raising their standards. They don't lower their standards because the economy is bad. They don't lower their standards because everybody else is lowering theirs. They raise their standard because they believe they are capable of more. Number two, you don't just raise your standards, you have got to put structures in your life. Most of us live life without a plan. And one of the wise guys by the name Peter Drucker said, living without planning is failing without knowing. Failing to plan is planning to fail. Most of us do not live life at the next level because we are living life that has no structures. We have no order in our lives. We wake up and we don't know what we are going to be doing that whole day. We just wake up with an objective of getting through the day. And that is not the way to live life at the next level. If you're going to live life at the next level, you must bring structure and order into your life so that everything that you do is based on a plan that you had arranged before you started doing it. Most people cannot make the best of what they have, not because they don't have the ability to, but because they don't have the structure. When you lack structure, you can never build the culture of greatness in your life. Structure is what begets order in your life. And when you have order, then you are able to live life at the next level. One of the things that I enjoy is when I hear people who have achieved much and just talk to them and ask them, how are you able to do so much with so little? How are you able to do so much and accelerate at such a high rate when everybody else was slowing down? And there is always one thing that I have seen about these people. They decided to bring structure in their lives. The way to multiply the impact of what you're doing, structure. The way to achieve more results in your life, structure. You must plan for what you want if what you want is going to be able to achieve much more than it is achieving currently. The name of the game is structure. One of the things that saddens me a lot about Africa is how much disorder there is. You know, you are driving on the road and you find this person that just comes and cuts you like they didn't see you, and you're almost sweating there. You know an accident was about to happen, and it's because people don't know how to live orderly lives. They don't know how to live structured lives. They don't know how to live lives that are governed by laws and governed by orders. If you're going to rise above, not only must you raise your standards, you must put structures in your life. Structure how you spend your time. Structure how you spend your money. Structure the kind of relationships that you're going to have in your life. Structure your holidays. Don't just wake up and go and spend money on a holiday just because you've gotten money and it was not in your plan. Structure your life. The way to build momentum in your future is to build structure in your present. Create order and harness the ability to bring planning into your life. And the more you plan, the better you will be able to move forward in your life and live life at the next level. Number three, not only must you have what I call standards, not only must you have what I call structures. Number three, you must level up on your sacrifices. Sacrifice is what the currency that purchases any great thing in life. If you ask any person that has achieved any great thing, if you ask any person that is living life at the next level, you will always find at the root of any great story is a story of great sacrifices that were made. Our nation was able to achieve independence. Why? There were people who sacrificed their lives and they decided to go and live in the forest so that they can have freedom. Even freedom is not free. There is a certain sacrifice you must put in for you to be able to achieve life at the next level. There is no way you can achieve life at the next level if you are always avoiding sacrifice. Sacrifice must be something you begin to love, not because it is a lovely thing, but because the byproduct of sacrifice is always something lovable and something enviable. I want to challenge you. Don't go through life avoiding sacrifice. Avoiding sacrifice is avoiding greatness. Avoiding sacrifice is avoiding life at the next level. Avoiding sacrifice is avoiding the treasures of destiny. Let me challenge you today to ask yourself, for what I want to achieve, what do I need to sacrifice? For where I need to go, what do I need to sacrifice? Anything that you desire, you must be willing to pay a price for so that you can achieve it and make a reality out of it. Sacrifice is key if you're going to live life at the next level. If you look at any person that is admirable, if you look at any person that is achieving and doing a lot with their lives, you will realize their sacrifices in private is what begets their rewards in public. And number 4, you begin by being a person that has standards. Then number 2, develop structures in your life. Number 3, build sacrifices that will help you to move forward. And then number 4, learn to serve others. One of the beautiful things about life is when you find somebody who knows how to serve others, who knows how to add value to others. Servanthood is the rent we pay for living on the planet called Earth. If you are living without serving, you are living a wasted life that can never add value to others. Let me challenge you to find a way to serve others. Find a way to be philanthropic. Find a way to make a difference wherever you are. You may not be able to pay school fees for a child, but go and serve that person that you find in the street. Buy them some lunch, buy them some food, and you will find that there is great joy in serving others than being served by others. Life at the next level is not life spent being served. It is a life spent serving others. If you look at most people that have a great legacy, their legacy is not because of how many people served them. It is because of how many people they served. Let me challenge you to rise above yourself today, to deny yourself, to stop living a life that is focused inwardly, and to look at things you can do to make a difference in the lives of others. Life at the next level, number 1, is a life that is based on high standards. Number 2, it is a life that is based on solid structures and order. Number 3, it is a life that is driven by great sacrifices. And then number 4, it is a life that is lived serving others. When you serve others, people remain remembering you for the rest of their lives because they know that you are not in their life as the parasite, you are in their lives as a servant. Let me challenge you to do those 4 things. If you want to live life at the next level, regardless of which season you find yourself in, decide to raise your standard. Decide to put structure in your life. Number 3, decide that you're going to make sacrifices. Then number 4, decide you are going to serve others. I want to promise you there is life waiting for you at the next level. If you do what is required, you will get what you desire. And you desire the life at the next level, do these 4 things and you will find your life moving from one level to another, and you will become a person other people can admire, and a person that makes a difference in the world, and a person whose name is worth remembering because of how many good things you've done for others. You've lived life at the next level. I hope you'll take these 4 things, you will run with them, and you will reboot, revamp, and reignite your life with passion so that you can make a difference in our world and go out there and become all that you are created to be. May God bless you. Thank you for joining us, and we pray that you will continue enjoying the rest of your viewing even as you apply these 4 tenets of life at the next level. God bless you. This has been Boniface, and I hope to see you some other time, and we'll enjoy some other time together. God bless you, and see you then.